In this episode of Go Van Go, we take you along with us as we float the Smith River in Montana. Smith River State Park is a 59-mile float trip accessible only by non-motorized watercraft. There is one put-in site, Camp Baker, and one takeout point at Eden Bridge. There are designated boat camps along the way, which you are assigned before you depart for overnight camping. We did 4 nights, which is the maximum allowed. If you're lucky enough to draw a permit or know someone who did, you can have up to 15 people. And you'll have an adventure of a lifetime. June 2nd. We are putting in at 9:47. It's actually a pretty calm day. It was 47 in White Sulphur, so it's probably a little warmer now. Not real deep, but deep enough for us. The river was at 264 CFS. CFS is cubic feet per second. 250 is the minimum. Turns out 264 is also a minimum. Half hour into it. Look at that, the sun's even coming out. Blue sky. In the big sky. On the Smith. Beautiful day. $12:30 and we have cruised to Indian Springs so far. Indian Springs is mile 6. We will be going to Rock Garden Campground, which is 0.8 more miles. So we will make our first camp pretty early in the day. Our first night camping. Getting ready. It started to rain on us during my favorite time of morning, coffee time. We thought we should go ahead and pack things up while everything was still dry. While we were getting things packed, the sun came out. It was going to be a beautiful morning for our 11.6 mile float today. We were headed to our next camp spot, Sheep Wagon Campground. The park ranger at Camp Baker warned us to watch for bears as there are more than usual around. We haven't seen any yet, but we've seen big rocks.
There's one.
More than usual. As you can see, there were areas in the river that were just a little too shallow, only adding to the excitement of it all. Just past where Tenderfoot Creek comes into the river, you'll come up on some pictographs of handprints that are over 10,000 years old. These were left by the Besant and Avonlea people. We set up camp at Sheep Wagon Campground, and then the storm hit. Thunder, lightning, rain, and even a little hail. It made for a short night around the campfire. The next morning, the sun came out a little, the river came up a little, and we loaded up for a little longer float. 17 miles today to our next campsite. On the river at 8:56 in the morning. Looks like cloudy skies again, so the rain gear is close by. A must-stop along the river is a beautiful ranch called Heaven on Earth. It's a family-owned working cattle ranch, a par 3 golf course, and there's even cabins for overnight guests. We've gotten to know the owner over the years, and we sure do enjoy his hospitality as well as his homemade ice cream sandwiches. Campground, about 2 more miles. Trying to beat the storm. After a rainy evening, we woke up to some warm sunshine. So we set things out and let them dry before moving on down the river. Victor told us he had a bear visit during the night. He apparently saw the evidence behind his tent. Our next and last campground, Upper Ridge Top. 10 miles downriver. We'll see if we beat the rainstorm that's predicted. Another one. Good thing is, it's been warm enough in the mornings that it dries things out at least. Just in time for it all to get wet again. Beautiful day for a float. be electric. Ow! I'm okay. Just hit harder than I thought it would. Sure glad I could amuse the cows, though. One good thing about the rain is it sure brought out all the native species. Breaking camp for the last time. Monday morning. Sun's breaking out. It's rather nice. Might be able to take off a few layers of clothes today. The sheep are making their way up to higher ground. Wonder if they know something we don't. wooden bridge. We made it. We made it. For 59 miles, we traversed the river through beautiful limestone canyons to serene rolling grass-covered hills. We endured rain, shallow waters at times, but for 5 days we were disconnected from the world and living in the moment. We hope you enjoyed the video. Until next time, go Van Go!